Hi, I'm Roy van der Wens. I'm a wedding photo and videographer. I'm going to take you to the most beautiful wedding venues around the world. I will let you watch on my camera during the wedding day. I'm also gonna give pro tips for wedding photographers and future wedding couples. I'm going to take you guys to a very beautiful wedding, a Dutch wedding actually. But first, if you want to skip all the intro crap, just go to the chapters and find the chapter you want to see about the shoot or ceremony. It doesn't matter, just click it and you can go straight away to the chapter. But if you want to hear me out for a second, because I want to tell you something about wedding. So it's a Dutch wedding. I shot this wedding in the beginning of the year, actually winter time in February. Looks a little bit like the weather now, but a little bit less leaves on the trees, but still. Very beautiful wedding location. I wasn't a hybrid photo or videographer, I did only photography. So easy for me, because normally I do both of them. So if I only do photos, it feels like so much easier, you know. Before we go into the wedding, I have a very special thing for you. I'm gonna give away free karma points. And the only thing you have to do, if you wanna have free karma, is just to hit that little button with a thumb. And also that other button when you can subscribe. I don't know what it is, but if you hit it, you get free karma. And who doesn't want to have free karma? I like free karma because I can fuck shit up and then I have karma to help me. Most important thing is I'm going to take you guys to the wedding. And I'm very curious what you guys think about the wedding, because I think it was the first wedding of the year, but I still love the wedding because of the colors and the little sun coming through, low light. I love, not low light, but low standing sun, so very light from the side. I love that kind of light. So let's go to the wedding. Here we are on the wedding day and we start out with the groom. My apologies for the sound. It sometimes sounds too loud. I'm still tweaking the sound, so bear with me. I hope you can understand me good enough. I always make sure to turn off all the lights when I start photographing or filming, so I don't get any orange light involvement in my photos. I shoot very close and also shoot very personal. I think it's incredibly important to also have humor in your photos, because eventually it's a fun wedding day. It should be fun in the photos also. And I love the dynamic of these two brothers together, have fun together, so you know it's going to be a great wedding day. Now we're going to shoot some detail photos. And for the detail photos it's very important to create a set. Now we start dressing the bride. Well, I'm not going to dress her. Her mother and her friends is going to help her getting dressed up. Also, I tried to take nice and personal portraits when shooting a bride, because it still, again, has to be fun to get married. You don't have to be scary. I don't want to have an overposed photo, but sometimes I ask the bride to look at the camera, because it's just a beautiful moment. I find the balance between the natural flow and and have a little pose for the photo, because I know it's going to be beautiful. I always play with the feel a lot on the photos, because that's important to me, and it has become kind of a thing that every bride wants me to photograph their feel in a special way, so I guess I always have to do it. So if you want to know why brides ask me to make photos of them in their veils, just go to my Instagram and you'll see why. Because I've got a lot of photos with them. It just becomes some kind of a thing I do, I guess. This was a very small, fun moment that are so important to capture as a photographer. I wanted to make a quick image that wasn't a part of the photo shoot, because I loved the fact that she was just sitting there with the daylight coming in and her friend was just helping her out, putting the veil correct in her hair. And again, with the photo shoot inside, I turned off all the lights, because I don't want to have the orange kind of vibe in the lights. I want to have daylight. That's very important to me. You will see why it's so beautiful. This is what you call a Rembrandt light, and a Rembrandt light is, you can see it on the face. I also let couples close their eyes a lot, because it's not bad to close your eyes. A matter of fact, I've made a YouTube video about just closing your eyes during a photo shoot, because it makes it so much more real and more professional looking than when people open their eyes. That makes couples uncomfortable a lot of times. Now it's time for the wedding ceremony. So the groom, his brother and his father are coming towards me. I always shoot quite close to them. I called them the three brothers because they were so close, but I always shoot very close, because I like to have the feeling that you're really with them in that photo. Now the bride is coming, and why I always shoot close is when the bride and the groom or the wedding couple sees the photos or the videos, they really feel that they're in that moment. Also, I want to make sure I got emotions in the photos, because the emotions gonna make sure that it feels so real. And when they looking at the photos and they feel it again, that's the moment that's most important for me. And the bride with her father, such a beautiful moment. And he's tearing up, but that's beautiful. That's what you want to see. You want to see tears of happiness, of course. So I'm gonna skip the ceremony, but this is the vow time, and during the vows I want to shoot portraits of the wedding couple. Also, I want to make sure I grab every moment. So pay attention to what I say, because I think that's very important. If you listen to what I say, you know what to do with your photo camera. And now it's time for the kiss. And when you shoot a kiss, make sure you make a lot of photos. Just keep on shooting, because it's very important. Also with the rings, keep on shooting. And this is also a very important moment. After they got married, they're gonna sit down and they always grab each other's hands. And I love to shoot that moment, because it's such a real moment and there's a real connection there. Also, when they walk towards me, I ask them to give each other a kiss, because I want to take control for a little bit and then let it go. And then just keep on shooting. And that's what I do, always keep on shooting. Because these are the moments that are very important. Because you make the most beautiful photos in the moments you don't think you're gonna make a beautiful photo. Now it's time for group photos, and we're starting out with the men. Boys will be boys, so just let them walk. Blow off some testosterone, that's the best thing to do. In this case, they wanted to lift up the bride. It was not my idea. I don't never say lift up the bride, but when they do, I'll be happy to make some photos. Then some dinner setting photos, because it was a very beautiful winter setting. I love to take photos of that. And after the dinner, it was time for a fiesta. So here the bride and groom coming. They're coming. There are a lot of sparkles, and you never can go wrong with sparkles. And with the sparkles, they also did their first dance. And I just love it. It's a beautiful first dance with a lot of sparkles, people holding it up. I always give instructions to the people there that don't hold it to my hair, because I'm quite tall, so I don't want to have sparkles in my hair and lose my hair. It's quite important. But I love these moments are just so beautiful. And then it's time for the party. So did you guys enjoy the wedding as much as I did? Because I loved this wedding. Also the bride and groom were such lovely people to photograph. They were so it was still very cold, but they didn't complain. They just went for it. They trusted me, and that's a very important part. If they trust you, you're gonna trust them, and it makes the bond stronger. And that's very important as a photographer. You want to have a strong bond with your couple, so you know you're gonna make the best photos ever. So I'm going to share a lot of more behind the scenes stuff. But if you want to see more of my work, or you want to see color grading, I do a lot of color grading stuff, or you want to see more photography stuff in general, just check out my channel or my Instagram. I will put it right here. I think here. This what I'm going to put on Instagram. I do a lot of Instagram. Also, when you have requests about some kind of photography tips or tricks, I'm happy to help you. Maybe I'm going to make a video about it. If there's many requests, I will surely do that. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.